Monday, November 20th. This is an end of the day SPY recap, first day of the week, and today we end up with a 2-up green bar that, as you could see, held the midpoint of the prior day. It immediately moved up above the blue line pre-market range and then continued higher all day long. And what developed here, well, a couple of things. First of all, we discussed it on the recap video how we were kind of in a trading range for after this big gap up, and that was kind of going sideways. So we were looking for, something out of this range, either a breakout like occurred today, maybe a breakout that failed and came back through the midpoint of the range. Maybe we were going to break out lower, but we were going to let price action dictate the way. And you can see on the first 15-minute bar right out of the gates, it went up, followed through, and there was your breakout opportunity. You want to see if that fails. That would only fail if it came back through the midpoint of that first bar. Never did. So after pausing, we headed up. One push, pause, two pushes, and just tremendous, strength. And that's, not surprising for two reasons. Number one, you had sideways action going on. So if the breakout was going to stick, then you have an opportunity for a whole nother leg up, which unfolded today. And the reason you were kind of watching this on the weekly chart, well, let's go to the monthly chart. The monthly chart or month long after we had the 2-up month was kind of working towards that high. And you could see on the purple line, and we reached that today and we closed even above that. So we didn't even reverse there. That puts these next two highs in the crosshairs until proven otherwise. It is possible, since we kind of, we were expecting to broaden out above this big red bar, which we did. So it's possible that's all the market wants to do. And it could start, finally on the weekly chart pulling back a little bit since it hit its key target here. But, there's definitely targets above if it doesn't do that. So price action is going to lead the way. And what we have now on the first day of the week is a good reference point. You have the open of the week, which is down here kind of near the bottom of the pre-market range, and you have the midpoint of this green bar. So let's say coming into tomorrow, until we get below the midpoint of that bar in some form, until we take out the open of the week, you have to be biased to the upside and say the market's still continuing to higher targets. We'll see if it's after a big strong day like this, you never know if you're going to get a little consolidation, but the failure would occur. Let's say we do start up again, following through on this green bar, which you expect, if we come back through the halfway point of that bar. So that's something to watch if we open up. Maybe for some crazy reason we gap strong down, and this could be in the end, a big, it would have to be a kicker bar almost, where even though you had a big green day today and it looks like you're breaking out of this area, let's say we gap down big tomorrow, which I'm not expecting, but anything's possible. Then all of a sudden everyone gets trapped on the breakout and we look for lower prices. But again, that's all going to be below the midpoint of this, the midpoint of this daily bar and the open of that bar, turning that red. So until we do that for the week, we will stay green and look for higher prices. And again, today, just with all this volatility in play and just following price action, and there was nothing you can do but buy this market in some form or look for individual stocks that were, had similar good buy patterns. And in this case, however you wanted to play, even if you bought it here, one pause, second push up, that was a good morning trade. Then you had the orderly pullback. You did have another, 2 down, 2 up right here, and that ended up really exploding higher as well. So good day on the upside. Again, not surprising given the monthly target, and not surprising, that we had kind of sideways action here all week long, and that can mean either a powerful breakout or a powerful breakout attempt and failure. In this case, the breakout held. So again, keep in mind those pre-reference points, for the key reference points for the rest of the week, and the uptrend continues.